recharging of electrical vehicles is very important, crucial part of it, and therefore we have our next speaker, Professor Edmunds Kamoliņš. He's also the Director of Transport Institute here at Riga Technical University, and he's going to share his opinion on development of electric vehicle charging system in Latvia. So Edmund, please, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Juris. I'd say thank you, Mauricio. It's very interesting information and updates and new advices and new directions. It's very important to know where we're going and what's new and try to do as possible. And now today I prepared short presentation or summarizing situation in development of electrical vehicle charging system in Latvia. And here is a situation, what's happening now. Actually, first of all, we should speak about electrical vehicle statistics. And then, first of all, we have a state road traffic safety directorate which perform registration and supervision for vehicles, and including statistical data processing. And as you see in this graph, that increases of electrical vehicles. This is a vehicle type categories M1 and N1 and M1. It's basically. And the increases in last year is 85%. It's going very, very fast. And as you see, it's like exponential. Actually, I make a calculation comparing all registered vehicles in Latvia with categories M1 and N1 for the 1st April. And as we see, electrical vehicles is only 0.18%. It's not too much, actually. But the prognosis is quite different. And then what is the situation now? We could look for graphs where we can see the electric vehicle manufacturers. Most popular is, of course, Volkswagen and Nissan Leaf. Actually, Volkswagen, it's mostly Volkswagen Up. It's a small city cars with a short range option. And actually, now it's very popular is BMW, and of course in Tesla in this first, and Hyundai and Kia and other companies start to increase offer for electrical cars in Latvia now. As regards to another electrical vehicles, and we have 8 buses, some quadcycles, electrical motorcycles, and very popular is electrical mopeds for cities in Riga. A lot of people driving and sharing electrical mopeds. It's very interesting field here. And as for charging points in Latvia, we should to look how it's developed. First of all, it's car manufacturers or their associations. Actually, this information it's not public. It's not possible to get public information regarding to manufacturers' charging points. We actually have information for energy companies which install charging points, and mobility service companies. For what we should know, it's recommendations, how many charging points are needed for electrical vehicles, and there is a recommendations which was performed in 2018. And there is a different view. It's about 10 electrical for one public charging point. It's for 10 electrical vehicles, or maybe 8 or 15. It's changing in the years. And actually, if we compare in the Latvian situation, then we have from energy company is provided 13 charging stations with 46 charging points. Energy company offer a payment for a kilowatt hour. You just you don't need to calculate time. You just put and then pay for kilowatt hours. Mobility services companies provide 112 electric vehicle charging stations. There is charging points, and their client should pay for time. And actually, I will describe a little bit later the powers of these charging stations. And actually, we could calculate that we have 378 points, and now on 1st April, it's 1,384 registered electrical vehicle. And that means we are charging for one charging point for 3 and 7 electrical vehicles. It's good enough for this moment, but it's changing rapidly. Actually, we have a company, Electrum. Electrum company is a state-owned stock company, Latvenergo, how to say, brand, friendly brand, which they install charging points by their own money. And they, as you see in the map, there is a lot of places in Riga, yeah, and one place in Aizkraukle. There is a Latvian biggest hydropower plant. It's near to this plant, and you can charge directly from hydropower. And second two stations in Liepāja, there is wind parks, and so you could get green energy too. And as regards to cost, summarized today, there is different prices for CCS or CHAdeMO. Actually, it depends on the place where you are. If you are in Riga, that you pay a little bit more. If you are in Liepāja or Aizkraukle, then you pay a little bit less. Yeah. For type 2 is the cheapest way for charging, because it's AC charging, and they don't need to conversations. And second, EMOBI, it's a network created by State Road Traffic Safety Directorate. And there is the same, they say combo too, CHAdeMO, and it's bigger for power. But there people should pay for a minute, and it's cost about it cost exactly 15 cents per minute, and this include all taxes. And as you see, this grid is already very wide. If we compare, it's maybe 5-6 years ago, there was only few places in Latvia that we could charge electrical cars. Now it's possible to travel from one side to another side without any problems. There is information from MOB regarding to charging, number of chargings on the electricity transfer. And as you see, this service starting from 2012, from January, and now if we compare January till March, then we can see that as we see that increasing of electrical vehicles increases connections and transfer for energy. Okay. What is the next steps? MOB network is made basically on European Regional Development Fund, which started in 2016. And there is this year is the last year for this project, and now is about 28 electrical vehicles. Now is electrical wheel fast charging stations are in a development process, and according to project, at the end of this year, in Latvia, project will be finished with totally with 139 charging stations, and totally it's financed, partly financed for European regional development funds. Where is the problems for charging development? Now in Riga, in the capital Riga, we have a lot of places where very possible to charge electrical cars. But as regarding for surroundings, somewhere outside on your centers of rural regions, like Valmiera, Reizekne, Liepāja, Ventspils, there is there is an insufficient number of charging stations, and there is provided some testings or some inspections, and then there is a find common difficulties to create or to build new electrical vehicle charging stations. The biggest problem is that it's not enough capacity of transformer stations. That means we need to change a power station, and then with bigger transformers, which cost very expensive. Of course, second problem is high mid voltage cable lines. Yeah, that's lines should be at least 15 or 100 meters. And third problem is low voltage cable lines, where is distance for 80 or maybe till 100 meters. This is a common problems here, which cost additional expenses nowadays. Energy in Latvia. Actually, in Latvia, we have three big or largest hydropower plants. And if you see in Eurostat hydropower plant, we have about 250, a little bit more, KTOI. And wind energy, it's, as you see, it's not enough. It's it's not racing, as you see. Solar energy, it's very sad, as you see here. We have no too much. If we compare Latvia with Germany, we have the same energy potential from solar, but in Latvia, solar stations, it's a little bit delay. I hope in future it will be changed. Of course, and if we compare electricity which generated for renewable source, then it's about 50%, and it's very good value if we compare it totally in Europe. Yeah? But anyway, in future we should increase wind and solar power stations. Anyway, and conclusion. That's okay. First of all, that we have founded support for charging network. It's very good. Yeah. And currently we have now subsidies for the purchase of electrical vehicles. We have a support for road taxes relief. Yeah. It's not too much, or maybe it's about maybe 100 euros per year or something like that. But we have a good option from Riga City Council that we could park electrical vehicles in the center of city. It's a very good opportunity. And another opportunity is to drive a public transport lines, bus lines, or other. That's it's very important in Riga, where it's traffic is difficult in mornings and evenings. According to forecast of Latvian electricity producers, they predict that in 2030 there will be about 30,000 electrical vehicles. What does mean? That means that the existing network should be increased approximately 5 till 8 times. Yeah, that means in next years there will be a lot of job. The Ministry of Environmental Protection and Regional Development is currently preparing legislation where in 2002 buyers of new electrical vehicles will be able to receive support about €4,500 for new cars and €2,250 for used electrical cars, or so-called plug-in hybrids. It's become very popular. And the total amount will be about €10 million. And I don't know, it's not too much, but it's anyway, it's good. For this moment, mostly or economically, is to charge electric vehicle at home. Usually, it's for charger until 16 amperes, and in charging time in the night time from 11 evening till 7, because electricity is cheaper, and then it costs about 12 till 14 euro cents per kilowatt. It depends on how much you use electricity in a month in a household. It's about 2 times cheaper than in charging stations. Yeah? Anyway, okay, something with my video. Okay, and another option is to private houses to install photovoltaic panels and transfer the energy during the day to the grid and take back in the evenings or in nights whenever you need for charging for electrical vehicle. This is good option, and now it's starting from last year. And in this option, we should pay only for distribution, energy distribution, and then, of course, taxes. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Edmund, for overview of situation currently in Latvia and the rapid development. Due to the time limits, unfortunately, we don't have any time to take questions, but we will come back to them during our panel discussions. So without further ado, then I would like to move forward to our next speaker.